Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be playing with some translucent clay along with some alcohol inks. As you can see, I have my Cernit translucent rolled out to my number 2 on my pasta machine. So that's about the third thickest setting. And I just did 3 squares here. We do not need a lot of clay for this particular project. We're going to keep it nice and simple. So one of the first things I want to do is put on my rubber glove. This way my hands don't get all full of alcohol ink. And I'm going to use pink here. I'm going to do 3 drops for the pink. I have turquoise, because who doesn't love turquoise? Oops. That's going to end up being about 4 drops. And you know what? I'm going to get some blue because that turquoise is more green than I thought it would be. And we'll go with some sky blue. And we're going to do 3 drops for that. So I'm going to let these all sit kind of dry, and then I will run them through my pasta machine. All right, so I'm going to take these off, and then I'm going to run these through my pasta machine quick and condition the clay and get it completely mixed together real nice. All right, so all my pieces are conditioned, rolled out. I want to try to get them similar in size if possible. And I'm going to lay them right on top of each other. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Just try to get them similar. I kind of... Okay. Now I'm going to take my stiffer blade here, and I'm going to cut these all up. And start breaking them up. But do you see how they're blended real nice together like that? I love that. This is not fun. I hate gloves. All right, let me take these gloves off. I feel like I can't work with gloves on. I almost would rather wash my hands repeatedly than wear those gloves. So I have some exciting news, guys. I've been talking to Debbie from Aussie's Craft Cutters, and we decided to start designing some cutters together. She has some beautiful cutters that I absolutely love. They're sharp, they're different. She does a lot of detail cutters, and I wanted to kind of design some that were simple. And I've been looking for these flowers, and I wanted like really kind of like wild flowers, you know, that were flowy and just different and things like that. So her and I kind of came up together with some ideas. I drew up a couple things, and we are going to be using them today. Well, some of them, and I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to put my white paint on these pieces. And yes, I'm making a huge mess, but I could wear my gloves. I'm just choosing not to at this point. And I'm picking each one up to really make sure that I'm coating it. I want it completely coated. As I'm kind of putting the paint on, I'm kind of sticking them back together. but I am making sure that I'm breaking them up in my hands to make sure that I'm getting as much of that paint on each piece. And you kind of separate it to start with just so it's easier to get to. And that's kind of why I went through that trouble, because if you just put the paint on to chop the pieces, you're going to miss most of those. So I'm going to let those all completely dry. I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to come back and show you these cutters that I am excited about. Okay, so let me show you some of these cutters. So I don't have all of them yet that we designed, but I do have a few of them. And I really wanted these cutters to be very whimsical and flowy and just kind of like they're out in the wild. So this is one design. And you can see it's just a flowy, simple cutter, but I absolutely love it. And we are going to be using this one today. I think it's going to be super fun. And then here's another flowy one. And you know what I love about these is that I could use this as a flower, but I could also use it for like one of those ink spots, or, you know, I thought about this. You know those melted snowmen? If you put the little head in the middle for the snowman, that's going to be perfect, guys. So there's a size for like a necklace and the smaller sizes for earrings. And then I wanted something that had hearts for Valentine's or February, the month of love, that kind of thing. So I thought this would be ideal. It's not as flowy, but it's very cute and fun. And then I went with something that had a little bit more detail in here. So what I plan on doing with this one is putting little gemstones throughout the pieces and really highlighting these lines here. So it's going to be a fun one. But let's let this dry. And I'm going to show you how nice these cutters work. These are the ones we're working with today. I think I'm just going to do earrings. And then once this is completely dry, I will pop back on and we will do the next step. All right, so most of my stuff is dry. I still have a little bit of wet, but I'm all right with that. And I'm going to get my silver leaf here. I'm going to get 2 of them because for some reason, sometimes my leaf seems to disappear in my pieces. So I want to make sure I have plenty of silver leaf here. I'm going to mix that all up, get that all blended together well. Get your oven baked clay adhesive. Squirt that on there. Mix that up as well. And then start kind of mushing it all together. And then I'm gonna get most of this up. Let me I always like to take my palm and kind of put it into a block. And that'll make sure all your pieces are compressed real nice together. Okay. And I'm going to get my stiffer blade here. And look how cool that looks. And then I also have my translucent here. I have this rolled out to my middle section of my pasta machine. And then start laying these out. I could take my gloves off at this point. I like to kind of mush it down a little bit. Now, I do leave a little bit of extra translucent there. And the reason I do that is because as I roll it out, it's going to spread. And I'm going to take my rolling pin. All right. Now I will run this through my pasta machine and make it thinner. I like to have all my stuff kind of one thickness. Okay. So this was rolled out to a number 3 in my pasta machine. And then next what I like to do is I like to take my wipey and I am going to wipe off anything extra here. Sometimes you get like paint or all that glitter that's stuck on the top instead of the sides, and I like to kind of remove that so I really see all my beautiful colors. You can sand it down afterwards, but I kind of like to do it ahead of time so it's less sanding. Is that not beautiful? I love that. So next we're going to take our cutters and I'm actually going to put saran wrap over this. And the reason why is because right here my clay seems to stick. And since I've been playing with this clay, it's soft. So putting the saran wrap on will prevent any clay from sticking in my cutter. And keep in mind, when you use saran wrap, you have to sometimes even press harder to make sure you're cutting all the way through. And can we get a big one? Oh, I'm just slightly. Can I get it? Nope. Can I get 2 more of these? Oh, no. I wonder. I wish it was a little bit bigger. Let's do a fun one here. Yes. Okay. These are going to be so pretty. I'm excited about these. So now I am going to just take my clay off. You can see how soft my ceramic clay is. I love these cutters. These are going to be so fun. These I can see are cut already. I'm going to leave those go because those could be a separate pair of earrings as well. So next I'm just going to take my scrap. Let's just cut that up. Let's just get this all up. I just want to kind of separate all of it a bit. I love being able to use up all my scrap. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. Let's cut it in half like this. Oops, I got it upside down. And I am going to run this through my pasta machine, same width as that one. And let's see if we could get another set of earrings out of this. Can we get another set? Yes, we can. All right. And out of curiosity, can we get one more thing out of this? I'm going to do a couple little hearts here. I want to try to use up as much of my leftover as possible. Make sure all your stuff is flat down. And now I will bake this at 275. I think it's 275, right? Let me see. I'm getting confused on the cernit. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we want to do 265 for a half hour. So 265, 30 minutes, and then I will return. All right, guys, so I took all my pieces out of the oven. I let everything cool off. I put some of them together. Look how beautiful these are. I think these came out fabulous. These are the scrap ones. Look how fantastic these are, guys. How wonderful are those? I absolutely love this style. And not just because I helped create them by designing them and drawing them up, but honestly, they're just so fun and whimsical. I love these. I really do. I gotta sand them up a little bit better. I'm noticing I missed a couple spots, but look at these. How fantastic are these? I love these. I just think these are so great. The technique that we use is fantastic. These are my favorite. Are these not just absolutely stunning? Look at the colors in those. So I'm going to show you how I did that. The hearts, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but that's a second set of scrap. But absolutely beautiful. So I did polish these up with my buffer, and I did the same with these. I just got to get in between some of the areas a little bit better, but I want to show you how I put these together. So I have two of these earrings, okay? I want to make sure they're the same size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hole right in the middle. Now, you don't have to do a hole in the middle. You can dangle these, but I really love put them in the middle because they spin and they're just very fun. But if you don't care about them spinning, you could do a different design. You could add flowers like I did on that one. I'm going to take my little poker tool and I'm just going to open this hole a little bit bigger. I don't want my hole too big, but I want it a little bit bigger than my screwdriver right now, or my drill. My other drill bit is too big, and then truthfully I'm just too lazy to change it right now, so I'm just going to use my poker. Okay, so now I have that open. Let me get that little bit off. I took a ring dowel, all right? This is for size of rings and hammering and stuff like that. Now I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to go on the smallest part. Right in, I say a little bit more than the, so I'm going to go a little bit more towards this end, not exactly the middle. And then I am going to push them up, just like that. All right. So do the same thing on both sides. It's kind of hard when I'm trying to do it on camera. So I just want to push those like that. And then you're going to have your little pieces kind of twisted up like that, all right? I'm going to try to get them very similar in size. Okay. Then I have, these are for like beads. So I'm going to grab 4 of these. And now open your piece up a little bit. Take that little bent piece and carefully straighten it out, all right? And then you're going to take this piece and use your hand, gently pull it and pull this one up. We want to make it more of an oval, not so much a circle. That's our plan here. And then let's put that on, and you're going to go through the back, okay? If you don't go through the back, the earring's not going to lay right on your ear. That kind of closed up on me. There we go. So go through the back. Push that through. Put your other bead piece on. Now you can technically super glue these down. These sections here. You could do liquid clay. Honestly, I'm not going to do that because they're not going to go anywhere, all right? So you could leave them just like that and it'll be perfectly fine. Now I'm going to take this and I am going to rebend this up. And then I'm going to connect it like that. And I'm telling you, these will fit in your ear properly. They're not going to be all wonky and whatnot like you might think. That's not going to hit the back of your head or anything like that. These will lay really nice on your ear. I tried them before I actually showed you to make sure. But look at how fun. I love these. I really cannot wait to wear these. I think the colors are gorgeous and the style of this flower is just so pretty. I'm really happy that I chose to do this technique with them. You know, sometimes you just don't know what technique to use to show something. And I think I picked out the perfect one for this particular cutter. So let me get that in there. I feel like the hole's closed in that one. There is no open hole. There we go. Let me open it. I don't know why that closed on me again. Okay. And then once again, I'm going to close that up. And there we go. I hope you find these as fun as I do. I absolutely love these. I love the colors. I just really like these. These are so fun. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed creating these pieces with me. I hope you love these earrings as much as I do. These really do look wonderful on. I absolutely love these. Once again, I hope you had fun creating these pieces with me. I hope you learned a new technique. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.